What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wonders Workshop, and today we are going to be talking about the Play Bundle alt arts. And I have managed to find a picture of all of them. I have found their numbering, I've given them nicknames, all sorts of fun stuff. I don't know that I've seen anyone else compile a complete list of this, so I'm really excited to finally just have all the answers about what all of these are. I've also done a little bit of research on price, but there's not price and value, but there's not much out there at all. So I won't speak to that, but so much other than to show the few purchases that I found information on. So with that being said, let's dive into this. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. I always like to hearing what y'all are thinking, see that y'all are loving or interested in what I'm talking about. So what are these alt arts? Just for somebody who's new to the channel, new to Wonders, these are alt arts that are your chase cards for the Wonders of the First Play Boosters. I've seen a couple of them circulating through the Discord, a bunch of them circulating through the Discord, just some fun chase cards. There are 7 alt arts of the Pink Spore Dream Cap and 3 alt arts of Moonfire Crystal Mouse, 2 of the most beloved common cards in the game, and also 2 of the more powerful common cards in the game. So I am going to start with the Pink Spore Dream Caps, and I'm going to work backwards in what I'm in numbering. So we have A1 through A8. A1 is the alt art that was done with the collector boosters, so we won't really be looking at that. So A2 is, the general one, first lowest number we're talking about. I'm going to start with the lower end A8 because there's been a theory circulating that the lower the number, the more common it is. And that matches with the data that I've seen. So I don't know if that's right or not, but it's a theory I've heard. It matches with what I'm seeing statistically with, counting how many pictures I've seen of all the different alt arts and all that fun stuff. So Pink Spore Dream Cap, alt art number 8. I call it the Virus, which is, not the prettiest name for this card. Is this one. Should have popped it already up on the screen for you. I think it's a really cool alt art. I'm not going to go into too much detail with these, just kind of run through them so that y'all know what we're talking about, and then talk a little bit about pricing so that if there is one for that, so that, like I said, y'all have an idea of where the value of these is sitting. After the alt art 8, we have alt art 7. Pop that up, and this one I'm calling Cotton, just because it kind of looks like a little cotton plant to me. I think it's also very cool and adorable. And then after that, we have a 6. I'm calling this one the Spider, just because it's got those like branching arms. We do have some sell data on this one. This one has sold, according to 130 Point, for $100 on eBay as a best offer accepted. Instead of $499.99, it sold for $100. So a lot of these are on eBay at like really high prices right now, but as you'll see, there's one other that's sold out of all these alt arts, and you'll see where the prices are about ending up at about $100 to $150. The next one, alt art 5 for Pink Spore Dream Cap, I'm calling Veiny. Yeah, I'm aware. It's not all of these are nice names that make you want the cards, but they're what the vibes look like to me, y'all. I've seen a lot of this one around, so it makes sense that it's, decently down on the rarity scale out of these 7. There's also, after that is alt art 4. The Vomiting is what I think of to call this one, because it's got the bleh coming out of its mouth, it looks like. Like I said, these are not the most appetizing names, but they're the vibes that I'm getting, and I think they're fairly accurate. So I've seen a lot of this one as well. I have not seen many of A3 or A2. In fact, I have only seen A2, which when we get to it, I'll pop it up. I've only seen A2 in the pre-release info. So A3 is this little fluff ball that y'all should be seeing now. I think it's super cute, super adorable. It looks like a little ball of fluff. I'm sorry that the quality on some of these pictures isn't great. I'm literally just doing the best that I can to find stuff on Discord and pick the best pictures. Some of these, there was only one picture of them, and I did the best that I could. And like I said, I have only seen A2, which I'm calling the Alien, in the release information for the play bundles. And as you can see, it's kind of on the far side, a little bit covered up by the Moonfire Crystal Mouse alt art, but it's got those big alien looking eyes. And so that's why I'm calling this one Alien. I think this is the rarest of the Pink Spore Dreamcap alt arts. I have not seen a single picture of it in Discord other than this. And that lines up. We've only seen one of the fluffs. I've only seen one of the fluffs that anybody's posted a picture for. And like I said, it lines up with A2 is the lowest of the Pink Spore Dreamcap alt arts for the play bundles. A1, as I said, is the alt art that was already done for collector boosters. So those are the Pink Spore Dreamcaps for you. The other card that we had was Moonfire Crystal Mouse, which, as we all know, is a beloved favorite of a lot of people. It's one of the best cards in the game, and there are 3 alt arts of that. A3, which I'm calling Flowers, is Moonfire Crystal Mouse with a bunch of pretty flowers in the background. These names are fairly self-explanatory. I promise I don't go naming crazy on any of these with my 5 names for them. And then A2 for the Moonfire Crystal Mouse, I'm calling Rocks, because he's got a bunch of rocks that he's holding on. They're probably crystals, and I probably should have called it crystals, but Rocks is more succinct. And so this one, I know I've seen a lot of these two, this A3 and A2. I've seen a lot of Moonfire Crystal Mouse alt art 1. I have only seen 1 image of, and I had to crop it way down, so this is not a high quality picture, y'all. But I call this one the cute one. There's not really anything defining about the picture that I can see other than the Moonfire Crystal Mouse being freaking adorable. So cute it got called. I do want to note, and I will pop this one back up here, Moonfire Crystal Mouse A2, the rocks or crystal one, has sold for $150 on eBay. So the 2 that I have seen pricing data for are $100 and $150. They're both about middle of the road in rarity. The Pink Spore is a little bit, if my theory is correct, middle of the road rarity. I don't know what the scaling on these looks like between how much, I don't have any data on this. This is just me guessing. I don't know if, proportionally there's for every 1 Moonfire Crystal Mouse A1, there's 10 A2s and 100 A3s. I don't know. I don't know if it's scaling in 10s and 5s and 2s, if I'm even right about how this rarity is being determined. I don't know. What I do know is that whatever the rarest ones are, they're going to be pretty rare. A member of the Wonders team, again, anonymous, did go on record with me saying that they would trade their National Card Show promo from 2024. I think that's right. So the older Moonfire Crystal Mouse promo alt art, I'll stick a picture of that up here. For some of these, which that card's hard to get your hands on and it's expensive. So that gives us an idea of how rare some of these are, and really gives us an idea of how to not necessarily how to price them, but just an idea. And I think it's nice, at least in my opinion, to finally have eyes on what all of these vaguely look like. and to know what rarity might look like. I'm just super excited to see cute things do cute things and be cute cards. I hope that when I open up some of my play bundles, I can pull one of these and be super happy, but who knows? We'll see. So this is kind of what I got for you today. Nothing too crazy, just talking about the play bundle alt arts. So as always, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video down below. And please keep being your wonderful selves.